I want a wife. I'm not going to be pressured into getting married. You listen with 2 ears and you don't talk. I was drowning and I felt like you were stepping on my head. I was drowning and she stepped on my head.
Shut the up.
Awesome!
This tell-all has been pretty entertaining. This whole no limits theme has actually kept me from fast forwarding, but really a lot of it has been focused around Ed and Angela. At this point, we should probably just call it the tell-all with Ed and Angela, because that theme continues into part 3. I was hoping that on this part we would at least get something I've been waiting for all season. Someone to tell off Ed. We all know that it won't be Liz that does it, even though I really wish she would. His constant manipulative back and forth with her is beyond irritating. He will say that he wants Liz to be his wife, but then say that she can't make him marry her.
I'm not going to be pressured into getting married.
He will say that they should buy a house together and then kick her out of his house with nowhere to go.
Ed pretty much told me I had less than a week to find a place to live.
This tell-all cast has finally seen what a dick he is, so now I've been waiting for someone to just straight up tell him off. And I really thought that it would be Angela and that this was finally it. Release the raptor! But instead, we get a calm, I'm very disappointed in you conversation.
You're a good guy, man. But I can't accept what you did.
She is always so unhinged, so loud, so obnoxious, but none of her poisonous personality comes out. Instead, all she says is, you're wrong, and really nothing happens.
Because you're hurting her. If you love her, leave her alone.
Yeah.
And there's no dinosaur and mucus man smackdown. Darn. Jovi is the only one who gets close to telling off Ed for being an asshole to Liz. And both Jovi and Yara are the only ones that seem to be willing to call people out. Yara told Angela to be respectful, and I would like to see her yell at Ed too.
You call yourself Big Ed, but you're short as
The only real change that's happened here is that Big Ed has officially been changed to Small Ed. Thank you for that, Andre. It's officially day 2 of the tell-all, and it's Kimberly and Usman's turn. And their story ended with them breaking up. But before we get into that, we have to listen to Ed pretend to apologize. And he immediately gets defensive when Kimberly says his apology to Liz was fake.
I will own my today. I'm not no
I hope
bitch.
so.
I'm not no little punk. I'm gonna own my
Okay.
We can't even start anyone else's segments without him trying to bring focus back on himself. Shut up, Ed. When the potato stops talking, we finally get to move to Kimberly and Usman's segment. And she says that their breakup was her idea.
Do I want him to go be happy? Yes. Do I still talk to him and text him every single day? Absolutely.
But she obviously still loves him when she says she wants him to be able to have kids. She seems hurt, and no one is buying that she's the one that ended things, especially her son Jamal. We just saw this guy on the Single Life tell-all, by the way. He was the surprise guest that was dating Veronica. I guess he is now a tell-all regular, but this time he is here to call out Usman.
You worked her and broke her down and broke her into pieces, which I said I was gonna have to fix.
Kimberly doesn't think she got played. That is until she sees footage of Usman meeting up with a potential second wife.
Wow,
I didn't know this part.
No.
Kimberly wanted to be the first wife, and she wanted the second wife to just have kids for Usman. It was a bizarre scenario, and at one point I thought they were going to take someone's kid, but it seems like it's finally over.
Any chance of rekindling this?
No.
At least we hope it is. Time will tell. During the break, Liz reappears with a ring on her hand again.
I feel naked without my ring, so I
put on.
Let me get this straight. He proposes. They have an engagement party and she throws her engagement ring in a bush. Then she gets the ring back and they have another engagement party. And then Ed says that he doesn't want to get married anymore and kicks Liz out. And then he took the ring away earlier in the tell-all. So instead of giving up, she wears a band like a placeholder until Ed comes back to her. Oh, that's a lot. Did I get that right? And now they are arguing about the rose situation, and I'm tired of hearing about it.
The last message you sent her was the 28th, the day before you proposed to me.
I didn't see that.
Even quiet old Jenny is tired of hearing about this crap. How ironic would it be if Jenny was the one that took Ed down?
What the man? This dude is like, you guys, where did you find this guy?
I swear he gets off on this because he's all smiles in the back.
Angela wants to remind you to subscribe to this channel. If you don't, she will be released in your city. We
move on to Bilal and Shaeeda, and honestly I got extremely bored of their story. On 90 Day Fiancé, they ended their season with Shaeeda wanting a baby. And then this entire season of Happily Ever After was about Shaeeda wanting a baby. But surprise, because all of a sudden, Bilal is on board with having a kid.
I just realized like how much it meant to her, but then she flip-flopped on me.
I'm not buying it. Shaeeda's the one that put the brakes on having a baby because of a new problem.
Bilal, you told her that you would never open up a joint banking account?
It turns out that she doesn't know anything about Bilal's finances, and she thinks that he doesn't trust her. After the whole prank thing, I fully believe that Bilal just agreed to have a baby to distract her from the money issue. And since nothing else interesting happened during their entire season, they bring on Bilal and Shaeeda's friend to argue for a few minutes.
Tricking your husband into having a child?
Yeah, well,
The scene where Shaeeda's friend told her to stop taking her birth control was messed up, but I would have liked to hear more from Bilal's ex. That dynamic was more interesting. I got so tired of everything being about Shaeeda wanting a baby and Bilal saying no. And we end their segment with Bilal baby proposing?
My baby, will you want to go half on a baby?
Can someone explain to Ed that this is what you call performing? And next is Jenny and Sumit. Was anyone else surprised when they finally got married? I was, especially since Sumit's mom hates Jenny. This season, Sumit threw us another curveball by telling his parents that he would try to have kids. Sumit is 33, but Jenny is 63, so this didn't make any sense.
Sumit's just saying that to make him feel better. He just says whatever he thinks they want to hear, and that's it.
Sumit was actually in an arranged marriage while he was with Jenny, but he ended up picking Jenny, the older lady that didn't want kids. So did he change his mind? It feels like this is more just to get his family off his back.
Before Jenny, I was 23. Even that time, I told my family that no, I didn't want to have kids.
Sumit's family comes on without Sumit's mom, who still doesn't accept their marriage, but his dad is coming around.
Sumit and Jenny have blessings from me.
Sumit still has hope that things will get better, and we end their segment with Sumit saying that he does not want to permanently move to the US. You know who does live in the US that I wish didn't? Angela, and somehow she finds something to yell about during the break. She gets angry that Usman and Michael are in the same hotel.
Take your mic, you know how to undo your mic? Cut it off.
And she gets put back away before she bites someone's arm off. Back in Nigeria, Michael goes to what? Confront Usman because he's in the same hotel? I don't know.
I'm here.
But next week, it's finally the last part of the tell-all, and it focuses on Yara and Jovi. We also get to see Jenny yell at Ed more too.
My turn is not when you tell me to.
And will it be Jovi that gives Ed the smackdown? We will have to wait until part 4, the final part of the tell-all. Anyways, thanks for watching. Bye!